Well, a major new effort by the Republican Party to overhaul the GOP, and that comes on the heels of November's election loss. The RNC admitting in a new report that they're saying that the party is out of touch with voters nationwide, they believe. Here's a quote from that report. It's time for Republicans on the federal level to learn from successful Republicans on the state level. It is time to smartly change course, modernize the party, and learn once again how to appeal to more people, including those who share some, but not all, of our conservative principles. Now, 30 states currently have Republican governors. Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell is one of them, and he joins me now. Governor, good morning. Good to have you with us today.
Hey, thanks, Martha.
Well, what do you think when you hear that term, to modernize the party?
Well, I think it means we need to start winning, and the fact that we've lost a couple of two consecutive presidential races means we got to figure out what we're missing and who we're missing. And I think the message to young voters, new voters, ethnic voters, the casual voter that only comes out every 4 years and votes in the presidential race, those are the ones we're missing. As you pointed out, 60% of America's got a Republican governors, 30 states, and they're doing well, and they're winning, and most of them are popular. And so I do think that the things that are happening in the states is the laboratories of democracy, good instruction for Washington.
You know, I want to play a little bit of Governor Mitt Romney from CPAC, because he pointed out exactly that. Let's listen.
I would urge us all to learn lessons that come from some of our greatest success stories, and that's 30 Republican governors across the country. People like Bob McDonnell, Scott Walker, John Kasich, Susana Martinez, Chris Christie, Brian Sandoval. These are the people we got to listen to and make sure their message is heard loud and clear across the country.
Well, you said these are the people we ought to listen to. Unfortunately, you were not invited to that conference, Governor. What do you think about that?
Well, it's fine. You know, I've spoken in the past a couple of years. Last year I spoke in Washington and in Chicago at CPAC. And Al Cardenas is a good friend. I saw him up there. I spoke at the prayer breakfast at CPAC on Friday. And our candidate for governor, Ken Cuccinelli, was the lead speaker, and one governor is probably enough. So, no, look, it's fine. I think the bigger point is that what we need to find a way to do is take the good, solid conservative message, fiscal and conservative, demonstrate to people why it works, show that governors using those principles are actually getting results. I call it results-oriented conservatism. That's what we do. Balanced budgets, low taxes, limited regulations, job creation, pension reform, education reform. Yeah. This is working, and it's getting results for people. And that's what people want. They want government to work well and stay out of their way and spend their money wisely, and that's what governors do.
But, you know, that's one of the big questions. And Reince Priebus talked about reaching out, you know, to groups like the NAACP and La Raza. And there's an editorial this morning in the National Review which disagrees with that notion. It says, no, you know, actually what conservatives need to do is to prove to Hispanics why they have a better way of helping people, of helping the middle class. What do you think?
I don't think those are inconsistent. I think we need to stick to our principles. If we become more like the Democratic Party, they don't need us. And I mean, we have the bright colors that Reagan talked about, which is what we stand for on taxes, regulations, spending, life, family, marriage, other things like that are pillars of the Republican Party. But then I think they're right. Show people of all ethnicities, of income strata, show them why these principles are the best for America, why they work. And again, the governors, the laboratories of democracy, the best place to do that. Look, I'm glad Reince Priebus did that. It took a lot of guts. I was on that initial committee back in November, December that looked at this. We're winning at the state levels, but we've been losing at the presidential level. And so this autopsy, as he called it, I think is smart. Let's be honest. People want to know how much we care before they care how much we know. And we've got to be the party that appeals to people's heart, and not just their head with facts and figures on the budget. We've got to let people know we care deeply about them and the future of America, and then they're going to start listening to us a little bit more. And I think we can do both. Stick to your principles, but reach out and engage new groups. We have to do it or we lose.
It'll be interesting to watch, and you got your work cut out for you, according to that report. Governor McDonnell, always good to have you with us. Thanks very much. We'll see you
Martha.
soon. Okay.
Thanks.
There is